Hello, Bashar.
And a you good day.
So I have an autoimmune disease.
How exciting.
It's wonderful. So I've experienced debilitating severe pain in my body for the last 16 years, which is getting worse.
All right.
And I'm done with it. I want it to be healed.
Yes.
And I'd like your help in helping me figure
All
out.
right. Well, again, the first question usually, energetically speaking, is what have you learned from having that experience that you might otherwise not have learned? Start acknowledging what you've learned in a positive context.
I've learned to appreciate ability in the body, and since I've had it taken away from me, I've learned to appreciate putting healthy things in my body through diet and lifestyle, and to try to maintain that optimum wellness.
All right.
Stuff like that.
Anything else?
I've learned that it's awful having it. It's difficult. I'd prefer not to have it.
Is that what you've learned?
I guess I have to dig deeper to really feel into the deeper lessons that I've learned by having it.
Then that might be a good thing for you to start with. Because when you start acknowledging how creating this for yourself has served you in a positive way, then you will be acknowledging that you've learned the lesson, and then the message doesn't have to be delivered in the same way. You understand?
Yes.
Because you're saying, I'm willing to get this, I'm willing to learn, without necessarily forcing myself into a situation where I have no other choice. Because I've arrived at a place where I am not giving myself any other choice but to know these truths for myself as true. You follow?
Yes.
Now, I do have one other suggestion for you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you have learned from having this experience, have you in any way, shape, or form been teaching others who have similar experiences how to gain positive lessons from having it?
No, not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
Well, I'm in the helping profession, but I don't think I've directly tried to help other people who have chronic pain.
Why not? Since you are an expert at it.
Well, I haven't mastered it, and I haven't overcome it, so I feel
Why
like
do you
I
think you need to overcome it in order to teach how to deal with it? In fact, what makes you think you won't be a better teacher by still having it while you are also sharing what you've learned from it that might help someone else?
Well, I just don't feel that I do deal with it very well. I feel like I suffer from it. There's suffering that comes from it.
Stop. I'm not talking about the physical experience. We've just had a conversation where you've admitted that you have learned some positive things that you otherwise might not have learned by having this experience. Yes?
Yes.
That's the conversation.
I see.
And while you're having that conversation, not that anyone else has to do it that way, but while you're sharing the possibility, the option that they might be able to turn it around and ask themselves that very interesting introspective question of, well, if I hadn't this experience, would I have learned what I have learned? Would I know what I know? Would I be the person that I've become? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe that's something I really need to look at. By opening up those questions in their mind, by sharing this idea of what you've learned with them, you may find that you will no longer need to experience it that way, and you will overcome it as a process when you are sharing what you have learned from it. Not before you start sharing it, but as part of the process of sharing it.
So yes, I think I do. So being of service through my experience would be very important for me.
Being of service to others is the best way to be of service to yourself, because you are contained within the collective. So when you're willing to support the collective by being your true self as best as you can't be left out. You understand?
I see.
You're including yourself in that, paradoxically, by not focusing on yourself.
I see.
That's how it works. Because then you're out of your way. You've gotten out of your way, and you can let the reflection of what service and help you're giving come back to you. That's the origin of the old phrase, to help someone, you'll get it back tenfold. Because you're multiplying the opportunities and options for them, therefore you also get the multiplication of the opportunity for yourself. And it transforms things for them and you. Yes?
Yes, I see.
Giving of yourself and allowing others to receive what you have is the best way to heal yourself as well as give them the option to heal themselves. Never hold back your gift. Never hold back your knowledge and learning. Those are the things people are waiting for. And when you hold them back because you think that what you have to share isn't worthwhile, you are compounding dis-ease in the world. See where we're going?
Yes.
So lighten your world up. Give them a better opportunity to change the experience for themselves by changing the experience for yourself by using it in the best possible positive way that you can, so that you are no longer ill at ease with yourself. Does that help you?
Yes, it does. Thank you. I have another question, another line of questioning. I don't know exactly when it was. Many years ago, I opened up as a sound channel, which means that energy comes through me through tones and sounds. And I started channeling something called the language of light.
Yes.
So I think I know what it is through my intuition and my experiences, but I'm also very often confused about what comes through me. So are you familiar with the language of light?
I understand what you're saying, but the only reason you're confused is because you think you have to think about what's coming through you. And the thing that's coming through you is not something you can think about. You just have to let it through. Mm-hmm. So now, what you're basically saying is you're allowing yourself to become a healer.
Yes.
Well, then in transmitting that vibration again to others, you give them an opportunity to match that vibration to heal themselves, and in the process, you will also be healed. So you are simply admitting that you have all the tools you need to move forward with this to heal yourself by helping others.
Okay.
Keep moving.
So here's the thing about it. So
yes, what's the thing?
So I express sound healing or tonal healing and in the language of light with my close circle of friends, and that people who resonate with that kind of thing.
Yes. But there will be others who resonate with it.
I have images of helping larger groups of people, and it inspires me, and it's my highest excitement.
Yes. But
it scares me to death to actually expose myself in that way in front of other people, because it's an odd thing.
I beg your pardon?
Well, it's
You're talking to an alien.
But you and me are alike. We get each other. That's the thing. And the people in this audience probably get it too, right? But not everyone does. So I guess there's a fear. Okay, I'll stop.
One more time. You never have to worry about people that aren't your audience. They will never come to you anyway. When you give off the vibration, you will attract the people that need to be attracted to you. Even if they don't believe you, even if they choose to judge you, they need to be there or they wouldn't be. So you have to know they're getting something out of it, whether they know it or not. All you need to focus on is doing it. It is none of your business. None of your business how they choose to receive or not receive it. Not your business. Do you understand? Just do it so the ones who do know how to use it are given the opportunity. You don't have to even think about anyone else. They'll get or not get what they want to get or not get. That's none of your business. Yes?
Yes. So I understand that on
Do you?
From a logical perspective.
Then you don't understand it.
Okay.
Because understanding means it's in your bones, it's in your action, it's in your behavior. Don't separate it out into the idea of a logical understanding. If you're not doing it, you don't get it.
So just do it.
Just do it and see what happens. I promise you, it'll be worth it.
How do I manage the feelings of fear that come up inside of me due to maybe anticipating?
I just told you. You are making something your business that's none of your business. Stop making things that are not your business, and there'll be nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
You're creating a measuring stick that has no business existing. You can't compare yourself to anyone else because you're unique. And no one else, whether they think they can or not, can make that comparison for you. They have no way of knowing what your life is about. So you need to stop paying attention to things that are not your business to pay attention to, and you will stop being afraid.
It must also be coming just from negative beliefs I have about myself that are triggered by the situation. So
what do you think I'm talking about? Making things your business that are not your business obviously comes from negative beliefs you have about yourself. Make it obvious and let it go.
So how do I dig for those and help unearth them?
I just told you. You are under the assumption that you have to do something other than understand what I just told you. Understanding, really wrapping your mind around what I just told you is actually sufficient. Stop thinking that there's anything else to it. Stop making things that are not your business. Just do what you do. That's all you need to focus on. Nothing else is your business. Wrap your mind around that. That's all you need to do. You following?
Okay, I think I just need to go try it.
You just need to go do it.
I need to go do it. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bashar.
That's how you learn. By doing. Not by thinking about it, not by analyzing it, by doing it. Then you will learn what you need to know as you're doing it. The only way to teach is to learn by doing. Yes?
Yes.
Does this help?
It helps a lot. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. One moment. Many people that we have these dialogues with sometimes feel that we are very stern and tough. This is a good sign. If we felt you had a long way to go, we would coddle you along very gently, little bit at a time. But if we perceive that you are this close to crossing a barrier and really shifting in a major way, remember, you're here. And being here means you're asking us to push you over that line. So push, we will. But if we push, that means you're not that far from changing. It may feel like a long way, but in our perception, you have literally fractions of an inch to go. So we'll push you over that line. So it's a good sign when we push. It means you're close, very close.